Hello, this is Miss Hilliard, and today I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks for searching in the databases for some of your background information for your novel project. So right now I'm in this General Reference Center Gold. This is an excellent database for general information, but it can also then launch you into more specific information depending upon what you find. Now, I love this Topics Finder, this tool, and I'm going to show you how to use it really quickly, because it is a great place to start. So when I get in there, I see I've got the Topic Finder. Now, for my particular novel, I'm looking at something set in the near future, dealing with Mars colonization. So I'm really interested in space exploration. So my search term that I have from one of my list, I'm going to put that in just to see what's out there. And what this database is going to do is going to search all the available magazine articles, videos, images that are out there for me to take a look at concerning space exploration. Now, you can see that it's brought back a lot of different results in the form of these tiles. You do have two visual choices that you can use. You have the wheel, which you can see that there's all sorts of things here. If this is how you like to take a look at the results, but I personally like the tiles, so I'm going to go back to tiles. And when I look at this, I can see that there are broad topics that something might be under. And since my character takes place in the United States, I'm going to go ahead and click on the United States. And yes, interesting to see that there's some current information as well, but I'm really concerned about Mars, and I do see that there's a whole section here on the red planet. So when I click on that, over on this side of things, it gives me a results of what is available to me to take a look at. Now, this looks pretty good about exploration in 2020, but this one, this real magazine article about this 14-year-old looks really interesting to me, and I'm going to open that up and take a look at it. So here's my title about Taylor Richardson. It's coming from Science World Current Science magazine, and it is a very new article, which is good for me because I don't want my information to get dated by the time my book is published. So when I read this, this is an article about Taylor Richardson and how she is training to become one of the first astronauts to go to Mars by 2030. And this is a great piece of information. I'm definitely going to track this source. I'm going to create a note card in Noodle Tools and grab this information to be able to use later. So that is an example of how that Topic Finder can really help you. I'm going to go back out to that Topic Finder, and I'd like to maybe narrow my search a little bit more. So many of these databases are designed for you to drill down by topic, and since I read that article, I've got a whole bunch of search terms dealing with Martian and Martian soil and potential for life on the planet or creating life, and wow, that's got me all fired up. So I would like to find out some more information. I'm a little bit limited here in General Reference Center Gold, but remember, I have access to many different types of resources, and I know of one, Science in Context, which is a Gale database, and I can switch to that database by just coming up here. Oops, pardon me. I'm going to try that again. So here it is. Here's the list of all the Gale databases. And again, I know of this resource, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to check it twice. Sometimes you have to click on it twice to get in. And there we are. Okay, so I love this guy, and I really want to find out some more about space exploration. So I'm going to drill down, and I'm going to go here into my Browse Topics. And when I look, of course, there is a whole topics page here on space exploration. Keep going. right? So now I can also read this and get an overview about where the space industry is going, what their time frame is, but I also can find out some information about some of the Mars exploration rovers. There's also some audio that may be really interesting to me, and again, I can cite this as a source, grab that URL and pop that into another note card, as well as I can also cite a video depending upon what kind of information I'm looking for and if I'm going to borrow it for my research for my news article. So I am going to take a quick look into this Mars exploration rovers, and again, it's giving me some great background information about the mission results. But what I also like about these databases, it's giving me some websites that I can go into that's going to link me directly to what is relevant to my interests. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this, and boom, it takes me to NASA's website right on the Mars Pathfinder, so I can get a better feel of the terrain, of the rovers. I can watch some videos again, and if I'm borrowing that information, I can cite that. But this gives me some factual evidence to use in my writing for my particular project. So I hope that shows you that's two different ways of searching in a database of how you can use these things and the tools and to jump around and just keep exploring and finding that information to make your writing even more interesting.